Welcome to a short yoga practice for spinal health. We're going to focus in this practice on spinal extension, which is the backward bending shape. When you're ready, you can meet me standing at the top of your mat space. Either set your eyes right past the bridge of your nose or close your eyes down for a moment. I'm trying to just find a nice neutral, whatever neutral feels like in your body. Feel your feet root down, feel a little energy drawing up the legs, and then lengthen your spine from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. For your practice today, try not to judge your body. Trust that if you're feeling a stretch, you're doing the pose. So it's not about how deep it looks from the outside. It's about the experience that you're having inside and supporting this range of motion to whatever degree makes sense for you right here, right now. Let's take a big breath in through the nose. Open your mouth as you exhale, let it go. Blink the eyes open if they were closed. Reach your arms up over your head. Try and find neutral here, so you're rooting down again through your feet, lifting your waist up away from your pelvis. And then we're going to imagine that you're holding like a banded strap here, like a stretchy band over your head. You're going to pull the arms apart as you rotate your torso to the right. So pull apart through the arms, finding a twist. Come back to the center, arms up, breathe in. Then we're going to do that same thing. Pull apart, twist open to the left. Notice what's happening in your hips. 2 more in each direction. Big breath in. Twist on the exhale, gentle little tug. Inhale through the center, lengthen the spine. Exhale, feel into that rotation. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale as you rotate. Back to the center, breath in. Rotate to the left, pause here for a moment. So you're rotated toward the left. And then we're going to lift onto the ball of the right foot. We're going to start to step the right foot back. Not super far back, but step it back a little ways. And then we'll sweep the arms up as you drop your right heel down, coming into a low warrior one or a short warrior one. Reach your arms up, press your pelvis, especially the right side of your pelvis, press it forward, and then lift the pubic bone upward. So you're finding some extension here in your spine. Bring your hands behind your head, interlacing the fingers to cradle the back of the head. Point your elbows upward. Keep rooting down into your feet, pressing down to the knife edge of your right foot as you take some deep, smooth breaths here. Breathing to find space in your chest. As you exhale, rooting firmly into your feet. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, lean forward with a nice long spine and then wing the arms by your side. Continue to breathe here as you roll the shoulder blades a couple times towards your ears and then pull them down. Let's do one nice real shoulder shrug here. So inhale as you shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Really give them a squeeze. Maybe you scrunch up your face. And then as you exhale, actively release the shoulders down onto the back of your ribs. We're going to lift on to the right tippy toes and then maybe find your balance for a moment in airplane. Finding a lift through the heart, so you can imagine that this is an airplane that's like lifting off, that's taking off. We're trying to reach whatever altitude airplanes fly at. We're going to try and find a little bit more balance here. Shift the weight into the front foot to bring your right knee forward toward your chest as you reach your arms up. Lift the right knee as high as you can. Breathe in, maybe even look up. And then slowly release the foot, arms to your side, Tadasana. A little reset. Take a breath. All right, arms up, big breath in. We're going to take that twist, pull apart to the right this time. Lift your left heel, find your balance. And then we're going to step the left foot back. Not a super duper long warrior one. Drop the heel, reach the arms up, press into the knife edge of your left heel. Push the pelvis gently forward, especially that left hip, and lift the pubic bone up to find your back bend. Draw in gently through the abdominals. I'm not a big stickler for keeping the floating ribs kind of drawn in, but that might feel more secure, more stable for you. So you can play with that, whether you want to let the floating ribs kind of peel open or close them down a little bit. Bring your hands behind your head, lift the back of the head, so lift the base of the skull away from the rest of the neck. Elbows point up, continue to press the left side of the pelvis forward and lift the left inner thigh upward. Breathe in. As you exhale, lean forward, flat back, winging your arms towards your side. Shoulder circles. As you shrug your shoulders up, feel that motion, nothing wrong with it. Give them a good squeeze up, as close to your ears as you can get. And take a big breath in, maybe scrunch them up a little bit more. As you exhale, release. Actively dragging the shoulder blades onto the back of the spine and pulling shoulder blades toward each other behind your heart. Start to shift the weight forward into the front foot. We find our airplane taking off. Do your best to turn your left outer knee downward instead of opening the hips here for a moment. Slow motion, find your single-legged balance, reaching the arms up, lifting the knee as high as you comfortably can. Find a little challenge, breathe in. And then exhale, Tadasana, arms to your side. Look to the right, take a breath in. And to the left as you exhale. Let's reach the arms up overhead, breathe in. Cactus your elbows, give your glutes a little squeeze. Inner thighs are hugging toward one another. Interlace your hands at your lower back. You can tug the knuckles downward a bit. You might choose to bend into the knees if that feels better for your body. If you've got the knees straight, again, press the hips forward, lift the pubic bone up, and take a back bend, breathing. See if you can make the breath smooth and even and continuous. One more nice deep breath. Release the hands to the hips as you exhale, neutral spine, hinge at the hips. We're gonna sit all the way down. Once you find a seat on your mat, you can cross your ankles and sit in a seated, whatever will be comfortable for you is where we're gonna work from right now. We'll take some side bends. So start by reaching the arms up overhead, breathe in. Release the right hand, bend the left elbow for a moment, pull that left elbow back, and then press the left arm over to the right as you continue to gently encourage your left sit bone downward. Let your right ear just dangle or play around with some slow motion movement for the neck. Smooth, even, continuous breaths. Let's switch sides. So left hand comes down, right arm comes up. Put a bend in the elbow. Pull the shoulder blade down for a moment. And then extend the arm, letting your shoulder blade lift toward your right ear as you release the left ear down. Breathing. Breathe into the entire right side body. Feel some space there. And then come back to the center. We're just going to move nice and slow side to side. So a little easy flow into your side bending. Feel free to linger a little bit longer than I am. We're just going to move for a few rounds of breath. You might be syncing the breath to your movement, and you might not. See if you can keep the breath, again, smooth and even and continuous. The next time you get through the center, pause there. Let's work to the tabletop position. So hands and knees here. From your tabletop position, it might feel good to move around a little bit, wiggle the hips side to side, do what you need to do. And they're just gonna take a couple rounds of cat and cow. So scoop the pelvis upward, tailbone toward the ceiling. Bend the elbows a little bit, roll the shoulders down onto the back of the ribs, lift your chin and look up. So we're in cow, take a breath in. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, scoop the belly button inward and upward, and look down, chin curls toward your chest for cat. Take it back to cow, nice long inhale, fill every little segment of your spine. Cat pose as you exhale without rush. 2 to 3 more on your own here, just focusing on the breath, noticing the different segments of your spine, seeing if you can target areas that feel a little sticky, not through force, but just through your breath. And then Next time you find neutral, we're gonna go ahead and walk the arms all the way forward until you can lay down on your belly. For a moment, stack your hands, palms down, and drop your forehead onto the back of the hands. Just breathe. Noticing any sensations in your spine, any areas that maybe feel a little warmer or a little more alive than they did when we started. When you're ready, we're gonna take a cobra press up. So you can stay on the tops of the feet or you can tuck the toes under. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. You can experiment with how far forward or back or out or in. I like a little bit out, like a little tiny bit wider than shoulder distance apart. We're gonna press the pubic bone downward and slightly upward, and then keep the shoulders out of the ears as you lift up as high as you comfortably can. You might straighten the elbows all the way out. Notice if your shoulders came into your ears, see if you can reset, come back down, keep the shoulders out of the ears, and then just come up as high as you can, keeping the shoulders out of your ears. So let's do a few rounds with your breath. It's an inhale to lift. Exhale, wave it down. Maybe you do a little tap of the forehead. Inhale, roll it up, lift the chin. Exhale, roll it back down. 5 more. Close your eyes if you need. Sometimes we feel a lot more connected and aware when we turn our focus inward, our inward drishti. The next time you have your press up, to whatever degree is available to you, pause and breathe into it. Can you relax your jaw, unfurl your brow? Smooth, continuous breath, just one more round. You're ready, release it slowly with control, stacking the palms again, or just resting on one side of your face. And just notice again the rebound sensations in your body. When you're ready, work your way onto your back. We're gonna finish up in a spinal twist. So even though we focused on back bending, we did some forward folding, very little of it, but a little bit, and some rotation. Rotation is so, so key. Bring your right knee into your chest. You might draw some circles with your right ankle, or point and flex your right foot. Maybe even draw some circles with your right knee to check in with your hip socket. When you're ready, the right arm comes to a cactus or a T, and then use your left arm to guide your right knee across the body. And keep the nose pointing straight up, or nod your chin over to the right. And then again, can you find that smooth, even, and continuous quality to your breath? Use an inhale to come back to the center. And then we'll switch legs, taking your time, circling the left ankle once you've drawn the knee in. Spreading the toes, pointing and flexing. Just move through your foot for a moment. Maybe move through the left knee. When you're ready, find your twist. Left arm goes out into a cactus or a T. Long through your neck with your nose pointing up, or if it feels good, tip your chin to the left. And see if you can send those smooth, continuous breaths a little bit further down your spine. You breathe into your hips, the back of the pelvis, the lower belly. When you're ready, you can come into Shavasana, turn off the video if you've got time for that, or meet me in a seat. So close practice with 3 cleansing breaths. As you inhale, reach the arms up, big stretch. Flip the palms away from your body. Exhale, see if you can touch your mat with your fingers. Again, palms face up. Inhale, reach up, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fingers tap down, shoulders down your back, maybe a little heart opener. Last one, breathe in, reach up, find even more length, just a millimeter of it perhaps. And then exhale, hands down, heart lifts. Thank you so much for joining me, hopefully for taking a little good care of your body in this way. If you have any questions, reach out in the comments. Otherwise, I'll hope to see you soon. Take care.